So if we look at what that did to the year-to-date returns, S&P down 13.5%, the Nasdaq down 17.2%, Dow Jones 9.5%, and Russell 2000 17.8%. And then looking at the commodities and metals, Bitcoin up 15.5%, silver up 2.85%, 10-year bond up 5.4%, and Bitcoin down 15.5%. So that's kind of where we are with our indexes. Volatility is going to be probably, I would say, the theme of the coming weeks. We've got some updates we'll talk about with our sort of portfolios that we manage here in-house at Momentum Wealth for clients. But it's a lot of uncertainty, and I think that's the name of that's the theme now, is uncertainty. And so people are really not sure. The other interesting aspect of it is that retail buyers, meaning not institutional buyers, not big money managers, these are retail buyers, they bought the absolute most that they have bought since like in 10 years. On Thursday and Friday, there were giant buys from retail investors.
And that's amazing because that time period obviously includes COVID and the COVID stimuluses, which had a lot of market mania as a result. Really, the beginning of 2021 when that last stimulus package came through.
Yeah, but that's a really good point, though, that I really hadn't thought about until you just said that.
More people bought,
which is that a lot of people saw their coworkers and relatives maybe buying, and that worked out in that instance, and they're not going to miss that opportunity again. The question is it going to be the same sort of V-shaped recovery that we saw? You know, that bear market, I think we looked at it, was only like 40-something days.
45 days.
45 days. So if we have another, we're not really in technical bear market anymore. We're pulled out of that. But I don't know how technically I'm sure they still consider it a bear.
I think your average retail doesn't, if they just see it's down.
Right.
It's down, and this is their opportunity to own, you know, especially if, let's say, if they've been online, they didn't spend a lot of time on Reddit or perusing, seeking alpha. You know, they may be itching to get some NVIDIA, to get some Tesla, to get some Apple, to get some of the Mag 7 because they're like, oh, wow, now I can actually get in at a lower price and maybe I can actually double or triple. That may be driving a lot of that, but I think that JP Morgan's note on being the largest influx of retail dollars in a single day in a decade is, we could fact check us, but I bet it's just purely on the indices.
Yeah, I don't know.